Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Not a Pro Gardener here. Today we're going to be checking out the garden after the storm. As you can see, a lot has washed away, which is one of the downfalls of gardening on slopes. As you can see, a lot of it got washed down here and down the hill. Now, we're just going to show you how everything's doing, status of everything, and just see if I can slip and fall down today. Okay, this is what I was really wanting to check out. These are the giant butternut squash. They're looking pretty good, really. Not too bad. Hopefully I can get them all to make it. That one ain't come up yet. And then here are these guys here. And I'll pip up a little video of, I had a little visitor in the greenhouse, a little scamp. Stole all the seeds but a couple out of this thing. Have you ever had a pest infiltrate your greenhouse? Well, I did. And I had a mouse eat all the extra seeds I had in here out. And it even tried to get some of these, but luckily they're all sprouted and he didn't get to these giant butternut squash. So we're going to take care of that, put this dome on here, and then put something heavy on top of it. And then we're going to set some traps for this little guy. He's ate his last seed, and I've learned my lesson. And then I learned my lesson. So, these are what the tomato plants I got left look like. They've been fighting through some disease, but they're starting to come back out of it. Really growing up nicely. These Kellogg's breakfasts seem to... it's the second year in a row I've had problems with these guys using my... fertilizing system through the brass siphon mixer. They just seem to do this two or 3 years in a row. I can't remember how many years I've done these. I think it's 2. The Chef's Choice Orange didn't do this, but this is the second year in a row they have done this exact same thing. I don't know if it's disease quite yet or what, but there's some of them that are coming out of it, so yeah. And all these other ones are doing pretty good. Some of them are coming out of being waterlogged. Guys had some rain blow in here a couple times. Not looking too bad. Now let's head over here to the onions. These onions, I have fertilized them a couple times. Once with some rabbit manure and another time through the injector system. And then I also used some ammonium sulfate, and I just side dressed all of these onions, used my single tine cultivator, sort of cultivated it in and then watered it in, and then it slowly releases as it rains. Not looking too bad. That one's looking pretty good so far. Hope to grow some pretty good sized onions. Now these multiplying onions, they're doing pretty good. I've been harvesting these for dinner every once in a while and cooking them, so definitely gonna have plenty of bulbs next year. Got plenty of bulbs for planting next year if these all make it. As you can see, they get in clusters like that. You split off, take how many you want, and then replant them right in the same spot, which I have done a couple times already. And these seeds, I might try to keep some of those seeds, see if I can start some more just for fun. Now, this Swiss chard is ready to harvest. Since it rained, I'm gonna wait till it dries completely, and then I will harvest it. And the beets on the other side ain't looking too bad either. Look how pretty those things look. Absolutely beautiful. And here's the spinach. I've noticed that this spinach has taken a little bit longer to get going. And mainly, I think it's because of the mix that I put in here. I didn't put enough soil underneath. I didn't put enough soil in here. And then underneath, most of it was straw and sawdust. So that was kind of a little error. So it does not keep water very well. Just a little error on my part. Not that big of a deal. Over the years, it'll start to get better. Now, look at this. These carrots look pretty good. As you can see, nice and dense. Probably going to fertilize them maybe 2 more times within the next couple weeks, and then they should be going pretty good. Still haven't got this mystery bed planted yet, but hopefully we can get that done soon. You can check that out. Now, over here, we kind of have a little surprise. As you can see, I have tarragon and garlic chives going out the wazoo. As you know, we do meat rabbits. This is a little contingency plan for me to feed them here. I have this strip from here to here, all the way to the other side of this asparagus patch in clover. Yes, that clover is probably going to creep and crawl and get into my asparagus patch. I ain't that worried about it, because if that was all that it was, it would help fix some nitrogen probably and help out all there as well. Now, I'm definitely doing this for the rabbits so I can graze them over this. That's the reason why. I have a feeling this clover is going to choke out some weeds as well. And hopefully it just keeps spreading and spreading around, and I can just have this whole hillside over here in clover, and then that will be used for forage for the rabbits. As you can see, I had something visit in my asparagus patch as well. The deer have been coming in here and the deer have been coming in here and they have been helping themselves. Got to harvest this stuff today after this rain. It's going to get a lot bigger. These like this, cut them off and you'll keep growing asparagus. Don't let them seed, keep cutting them off. And as you can see, there's a few weeds still popping up. Straw didn't do everything justice here, but it did get rid of them weeds that I did not want to come back. Spinach, I've harvested this like 3 times. As you can see, it's still going to come back. And a surprise tomato seed right there. Well, might let that one come out and see what it ends up being. All right, let's go up here and check the in-ground garden. I probably won't do much walking out there, but I'll show you what they look like. These are my Brussels sprouts. They're laid over because of the storm we had last night. I believe these are the collards and kale. And these are the cabbage. Not looking too bad. And this is my row of cauliflower. And here's the broccoli. Broccoli's not looking too bad. It's a little pushed over because of the rain. It'll be all right. And this is about how these guys look. Now, I have had some trouble with these partial eclipse squash, I believe is what it had. Those are the only ones that did not germinate in my row. So I might have to direct seed some more. And these bush beans, their germination's a little spotty. They've been in the ground for a little while, and hopefully this rain will either let them pop up, or we'll see if they pop up at all. If they don't, we do have a few extra old packets. And the tomatoes, they're still in shock a little bit. But some of them have came out of it. Not all of them, but most of them. And as you could see in the video, we have these T-posts up. Those are going to be for the Florida weave system. So let's go up here and check out the garage plot and see how that's doing. All right, made it up here to the garage plot. And it's been about a week, so let's see how this corn being transplanted is doing. Not too bad. They've almost doubled in size since I've transplanted them. And this is pretty much proof that, yes, you can transplant corn if you did not know that. I'd say they look pretty good. And this was a huge success for me. This plot, whoo, actually about fell down. That mud's pretty slippery. And as you can see over here, this is the wettest spot. So this is where I'll be putting those giant butternut squash. So hopefully that'll benefit them, this extra water through here. Now, check this out. Do you see all of those thread-like stage weeds? Yeah, I'm going to be bringing that I'm going to be bringing that tine weeder through here. Try to catch some of those whenever this dries up a little bit. And we had some guests. Looks like raccoon tracks. Got to watch out. They will eat your corn whenever it's ready to harvest. So, as you can see, it all washes down here and washes out here and goes that way down the hill. So hopefully it'll catch a lot of that water. We definitely have some cultivating to do when all this stuff dries out. Hey everybody, and that's the update for the garden. Now the update on the rabbits, they're all doing great. We did add some more rabbits to the family for some more meat rabbit potential. So this is pretty much the first batch of rabbits that are going to be going in. Here's the mama. Got about 5 of them in here. And this is a Rex rabbit here, and I don't know who the dad is for this. I kind of got this rabbit that was already with the kits. So this is going to be our first batch to go through these rabbit tractors. So this is I'm going to show you a little clip about how they're doing, but this is not a pro gardener here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time out there in the garden. Have a great day.